Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Procore Groundbreak 2021 session. I am delighted to be here today to talk to you about the emerging build-to-rent market in Australia, particularly around the delivery of Sydney CBD's first build-to-rent high-rise residential development. Before I get started, I would like to show you this forward-looking statement. My name is Lucinda Manda-Jones, and I'm a Senior Development Manager with Investa, and I'm currently working on the delivery of the Sydney Metro Pitt Street build-to-rent overstation development. I have over 15 years' experience in the industry, and before working in Australia, I worked in London on some of London's largest regeneration schemes, such as Elephant Park in Southwark, London, and the International Quarter in Stratford, while working for Lendlease. For the last 7 years, I've focused on specialising in the creation and delivery of build-to-rent development. So I am really excited to be here today to take you through this very exciting landmark development. During today's session, we're going to cover a few topics. We will start by looking at the current conditions of the Australian housing market, including the new emerging build-to-rent asset class and what it offers Australians. And we'll finish off the session speaking about how the Pitt Street development, once complete, will set a new standard for renting in Australia. While presenting the Pitt Street development, I will present the international team who is working collectively to deliver this new development. I will also touch on the operational management platform Indi, a newly established investor platform for managing build-to-rent in Australia. I will then close the session with an overview of the Pitt Street development, including talking about some key aspects to the design of the building. So let's get started. Over the past decade, Sydney has seen a huge population growth, supported by a strong tourism and the desire for people to live in a city that offers a lifestyle of beautiful beaches, attractive work opportunities, and a friendly and welcoming culture. Secure and affordable housing has always been fundamental to the well-being of Australians. The great Australian dream has always been to own a freestanding home with a white picket fence, which provided security. However, housing tenure has shifted within Australia, with the rate of housing affordability pushing over a third of the population to rent. For those that can afford to buy, analysts are also reporting many of the millennials, that being under 35 years of age, are actually choosing lifestyle over mortgages and actually choosing to rent. In Australia, most capital cities have seen a decline in the number of dwellings being delivered annually. To keep up with the growing population in Australia, the Housing Industry Association has forecasts that we need over 200,000 dwellings annually to be delivered. The association has also reported the ongoing imbalance between supply and demand for housing since 2002, and this has contributed to the rapid acceleration in property prices in Australia, ultimately contributing to the cause of the nation's housing affordability crisis. In 2021, the Australian Bureau of Statistics reported the mean price of residential dwellings in Australia has risen by $52,000, up to $835,700, with the mean price in Sydney eclipsing $1 million per dwelling. For most youngest people these days, the prospect of buying a home early in their working life is now not considered possible. Today, analysts are reporting it actually takes over 7 years to save for a house deposit. This increase in prices, coupled with reduced supply, has revealed the rate of home ownership in Australia is at a 30-year low. In response to housing affordability and lack of supply, a new form of housing tenure has emerged in Australia called build-to-rent. Though the build-to-rent asset class is new to Australia, this is not a new global housing tenure approach. Build-to-rent, multi-family living, or the private rental sector, as it was known in the UK, has been delivered in US and Canada for over 30 years, and more recently in the UK. Similar to how the UK responded in 2008 to their housing crisis, now UK has over 60,000 build-to-rent units with a further 90,000 units in the pipeline. Many institutional and local developers are recognising the importance of build-to-rent in Australia to support the strong population growth, limited home ownership affordability, and shortage of professionally managed units. So what is build-to-rent and how does this support Australia's housing shortage? Build-to-rent is defined as a purpose-built rental apartments managed and operated under one ownership. The developer owns and manages the units as a long-term income-generating asset. The key difference to build to sell is build to rent puts the needs of the tenant at the centre. The developers offer flexible long-term tenancies, on-site management, and hotel-style amenities. Build to rent developments are also generally located close to transport and amenities, supporting a lifestyle that build to rent tenants desire. One of the key benefits of build to rent to addressing housing shortage is there is no requirements for pre-sales before commencing construction. This allows the delivery program to be shortened, as such, enticing developers to build to rent developments. The reason build to rent is only just seeing traction in Australia is due to the existing tax obligations that have been imposed on developers, which has prevented returns from stacking up in comparison to build to sell developments. In 2021, the New South Wales and Victorian governments introduced tax concessions to developers to support and encourage build to rent developments. Land taxes were reduced up to 50% annually in New South Wales and Victoria, and in some states, Australian corporations are entitled to claim a refund of part or all of the 2% land tax surcharge. In response to this easing of these taxes, several thousand build to rent dwellings are currently in the pipeline in Australia, primarily within the two major cities, Melbourne and Sydney. One of these developments is integrated into the new Sydney Metro Pitt Street development located in the centre of Sydney CBD. The Metro itself is Australia's biggest public transport project, spanning over 66 kilometres and includes over 31 metro stations. The train line was approved in 2017 and is well under development, which is targeted for completion in 2024. Once complete, this train line will revolutionise the way Sydneysiders travel. Connecting to this train line is the Pitt Street Station. Pitt Street Station is strategically located at the junction of Sydney's southern CBD and the Midtown Retail Precinct, close to mixed employment, residential, entertainment, cultural and events-based activities within the southern Sydney CBD and Chinatown. Directly above the Pitt Street Station sits two developments, one commercial and one residential. Today, we're going to talk about the residential or the build to rent tower. The Pitt Street development is being delivered by an established international team, Oxford Properties, in partnership with the local team at Investa. Oxford Properties is one of the world's leading real estate companies owned by OMERS, the Canadian Defined Benefit Pension Plan for Ontario's municipal employees. Oxford owns and operates 13,000 build-to-rent units in North America and the United Kingdom, and has another 20,000 forecast in the pipeline. In the UK, Oxford co-owns the Door investment vehicle, which has a significant interest in the $4 billion Get Living build-to-rent platform, one of the largest in the UK. They currently have over 2,800 operational units and a development pipeline of over 6,000 units. Investa is one of Australia's largest, most recognised commercial office real estate companies, and they're committed to helping workplaces to thrive. Investa creates, manages, and owns high-performance places, creating opportunities for investors, businesses, and communities. Working alongside Oxford and Investa to deliver this game-changing development is CPB, the Australasian construction company of the CIMIC Group. CPB is recognised for delivering some of the biggest engineering and building projects across Australasia. Bates Smart as the architects, a multidisciplinary design firm delivering architecture, interior design, urban design, and strategic services across Australia. Bates Smart creates projects that transform the city fabric and the way people use and inhabit urban spaces and the built environment. TTW as the structural engineers. They are a privately owned Australian engineering company with a strong reputation due to their proven ability to produce innovative, economical, and elegant designs in the public and private sector. And finally, Cundall's, the sustainability consultants, a recognised leader in sustainability across the globe. They are the world's first consultancy to be formally endorsed as a One Planet company by sustainability charity Bioregional. Once complete, the development will be operated by Indi, a newly formed build-to-rent management brand established by Investa. The brand has been developed to create a better rental experience for Australians and create a positive new dynamic between tenants and management. Indi will play an important role in addressing the housing shortfall by delivering better rental experiences for Australians. Indi's vision is to create a better rental experience through long-term leases, a live, work and play culture around a strong sense of community, a wealth of shared amenities, all underpinned by a strong sustainability ethos. The buildings are designed to bring you and your neighbours closer together as a community. Indi on Pitt Street will offer on-site community managers to making renting seamless. Due to the undersupply of professionally managed dwellings, renting in Australia has always caused a lot of strain on tenants. Key strains being landlords slow to respond to repairs, poor temperature control in apartments, and an undersupply of built-in storage. The Indi management platform proposes to making renting enjoyable and convenient, offering flexibility and security of tenure, on-site security and maintenance teams, and offering a pet-friendly policy. Indi proposes to make the tenants feel more in control, offering a seamless rental experience. So what is this development offering? Indi on Pitt Street will see the delivery of 234 residential build-to-rent apartments with a range of supporting residents' amenity to support different lifestyles. The development is due for completion at the end of 2023, and once complete will be the first build-to-rent development in Sydney CBD. Cleverly designed by Bates Smart Architects, the development echoes the unique qualities of the Sydney Midtown precinct. The colour palette of the facade reflects the red, pink and terracotta hues of the masonry heritage buildings nearby, with a step facade creating a sensitive scale between the Edinburgh Castle Hotel to the west and the Euro Towers along Bathurst Street. The development will offer a range of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments, with majority housing a small study nook as a response to COVID-19 conditions. All apartments have access to a balcony. When the team was studying the demographics of the building and considering what renters want, the following desires came through. Renters desire well-designed apartment layouts. Bates Smart has designed the apartments to have good-sized bedrooms with built-in robes and natural light. All 2 and 3 bedroom apartments have island benches within the kitchens, and all apartments include good quality, full-size microwaves, fridges, dishwashers, dryers, and washing machines. Renters have also expressed a strong desire to have adequate storage space. In response to this, Indi on Pitt Street includes built-in laundries, double robes in most bedrooms, double vanities with inbuilt electricity sockets, and pull-out pantries, as well as storage cupboards generally within the entrance of the apartments. Additionally, within the podium is secure lockable storage cages, which can accommodate all tenants' needs, including storage of a bicycle. Build-to-rent properties are designed to attract and keep tenants. As such, Indi on Pitt Street is offering extensive residence amenities, focusing on the tenants' needs. These needs and these offerings include a wellness floor with lap pool, spa and sauna, a fully equipped gym and a yoga studio. A dedicated co-working and social lounge space is also located on the lower floors adjoining the retail tenancy. Overlooking Hyde Park on level 35 with sweeping views to Sydney Harbour is a stunning common space adjoining an expansive roof terrace. All the spaces have been designed so they are flexible and adaptable and can respond to the changing demographics and needs of the residents. The building has been designed as a next generation living, designed around life choices. We feel the building will appeal to a wide range of tenants, from those who wanting amenity on their doorsteps to those who care less about home ownership and more about on-demand services to downsizers looking for stability and security. Underpinning the Oxford and Investa and the Indi brand is a strong sustainability ethos, and we're committed to building sustainable communities for the future. The building has been designed to achieve a 5-star Green Star rating and high BAS6 energy rating, appealing to tenants who value sustainable features. Sustainability initiatives that have been incorporated into the design include sub-metering for improved tracking of operational performance, a high-performance facade with a low E, double glazing, insulation and fixed shading, provision of energy and water-efficient appliances, regenerative lifts with best-in-class energy performance, rainwater capture and reuse for non-potable demands, and diversion of construction waste from landfill. This project is on track and is due for completion at the end of 2023. Once complete, it will be Sydney CBD's first build-to-rent development. That takes me to the end of this presentation for today. If I could leave you with one personal note, as Australia is entering an exciting time for residential development, and with the introduction of this new asset class, I strongly feel build-to-rent is fundamental to addressing Australia's housing shortage, as the population grows and our housing affordability is challenged. Being a leader in this asset class, I am very excited to be delivering this city-changing development, which will revolutionise the way Sydney-siders rent. I hope you had a good session and found this informative. Thank you very much for joining me. Good day.